Welcome, fellas. I just have to say I'm a bit sorry because I'm propping you up like this, but it seems this Bellator 294 is going to be amazing, and about Bellator 295 is going to be amazing. Just to announce, 1 second, just 1 second. Yeah, I'm ready. I will just have to analyze this card, my lovely fellas, and 294 is not as interesting as entertaining as the upcoming 295, but in general, let's grind it out. Oh shit, my leg, man. Just a sec. Sorry. Okay, here I am. Let's grind it out. Let's see who is squares off against who. Well, so far, Bellator 294, Carmouche versus Bennett 2. They have already fought once, Carmouche won. Anthony Adams versus Sharaf Davot Murodov. I have a feeling Adams versus Davot Murodov goes the distance. Davot Murodov is having very good wrestling as well as he will try to drag the fight on the ground. He will try to do that. And it depends on Adams. If Adams keeps the fight standing, he's gonna have the chance to win. If he is unable to do that, then it's gonna be a problem. Then it's going to be a big problem for him. And from what I've seen, I know this guy gave a hard time to Anatoly Tokov. I'm like, Anthony Adams needs to keep this one standing, but unfortunately, I see it as a very hard task. And Anthony Adams had so many cancelled fights, last-minute cancellations. Man, I want him to win. Let's say Adams to win. I want Adams to win, man. He's one of the unluckiest guys on the roster. But goes the distance would be a good call if you're asking me. The next fight is Chris Lencioni versus Blake Smith. Chris Lencioni 10-3-0, Blake Smith 7-3-0. Now, I think this is a fair matchup. Chris Lencioni, 5'10", 71 inches of reach, out of Portland, Oregon. And he defeated Cody Law. He was better than Drake Rodriguez, for example. Lost to Don Shanis. Surprisingly lost to Don Shanis. Blake Smith, 7-3-0. Man, he's got some belts. Definitely got some belts. This guy recently lost to Kendall St. Louis, defeated Paris Artis, defeated Zulkaryan Kamchibekov, and honestly, I think Blake Smith is a prospect. Really think Blake Smith is a prospect, so eager to say that Blake Smith might win this one, but I'm still gonna lean Lencioni. I'm having Lencioni to win, leaning Lencioni. Next fight of the preliminary card is the one between Tyrell Fortune and Sergey Belosteny. I'm going with Fortune. So Fortune to win. I don't even want to think of this fight. Fortune to win. Maybe Fortune ETD or something like that. I don't even want to think. I believe Fortune is going to win that one. I know odds are not released yet, but I know my lovely fans cannot wait. And Kilis Moto versus Kenneth Cross. Kilis Moto versus Kenneth Cross, 14-3-0, 13-3-0. This is a nice matchup, nice pairing. Kilis Moto is a very dangerous Brazilian, 5'1", 71 inches of reach, fighting out of Danbury, Connecticut. He defeated Dan Moret, he defeated Jairo Pacheco, lost to Mike Hamill, lost to Derek Anderson, lost to Austin Hubbard, defeated Mandel Nalo. Generally, he's a master of long wars, and Kenneth Cross will try to go for a knockout, 6'0", 72 inches of reach. Cross is a finisher, but then a White Contender Series, for example, he defeated Kevin Seiler, and they didn't give him a shot to fight at UFC. So he is looking. I believe he is looking for a resurrection here, and many people are going to say that Cross has no chances. I don't share their greed. I'm gonna go Mota versus Cross. I'm gonna go over 2.5 I'm gonna go with cross to win. I don't share those people's grid. I have a feeling Mott might get smoked in this fight, so I'm going to give you here 1 second. Okay, preliminary card until minute X, main card until minute, then Chit Chat. Fine. Okay, preliminary card until minute 6. Okay, then we'll transition into the next fight. Levan Chokeli is going to fight Michael Lombardo. I actually made a breakdown, I actually made a prediction of the main card, but I'm going to repeat. I have Levan Chokeli here, so you can open my other video, Levan to win. I know the line has significantly moved. I know the line has. No, we've seen a significant changes in the line, but in general, I believe that's the way it should be. Denis Sabatello versus Marcus Brenio. Wow, that one is so hard to call. Sabatello versus Brenio over 2.5, and anybody could win. Literally, Brenio is so much underrated. Like, people are going to say pick a side. Hard call, fellas. So much of a hard call. Denis Sabatello to win is going to be my call, yeah. Got Denis Sabatello to win. But this one is so hard to pick. This one is extremely hard to pick, so this is just an idea. Arlene Blanco versus Sarah McMahon. You know that Sarah McMahon is a former UFC name. I actually have Blanco versus McMahon. Over 2.5, or goes the distance. Side call McMahon. McMahon decision. That's how I'm seeing. Let's see if Brenio is contender level. Hello, Hype 3 MMA. How are you doing? Well, I do have a feeling that this is gonna be a long war. Pretty much confident it's gonna be a long war. How are you doing, my friend? Tim Johnson versus Said Salma. I'm going to go with not going the distance. Not going the distance. Said Salma is so unpredictable. One of the most unpredictable guys on the roster. Really. Doing well, brother. Hope the same for you. I'm fine. I got used to cast, and I'm trying to get into the spirit of things. I released predictions for other promotions as well as you've seen. And tomorrow I need to release bare knuckle prediction. There are 2 bare knuckles this weekend. One of bare knuckles has been released like a while ago, and the other bare knuckle gonna be released tomorrow, I think. Yes. Also, I've seen that Vito Mielnicki is fighting out of boxers. I think Vito Mielnicki is fighting this weekend, I think. Not sure. Gonna check it out tomorrow. And side call gonna be Tim Johnson to win. Luke Perry. Need to check it out. I think it's next weekend, not this one. I'm gonna check it out, bakefc.com. I'm checking. I think this is next weekend, not this one. This weekend, we've got Nayan versus Strauss. Then we've got Holmes versus Christie. And then we've got next weekend, BKFC 41, Colorado, April 22nd. We got Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold and Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez. That is the next weekend. Also in the main event of the evening, Liz Carmouche versus Diana Bennett. Liz Carmouche has already won once, and I'm going to say Liz Carmouche to win. I have her to win, and Carmouche ETD. She already won once, and if the fight gets dragged to the ground, I have a feeling Liz Carmouche is going to win this one. Diana Bennett would have to keep it standing if she wants to leave the octagon with her hand raised, and I have a feeling that she is going to have a hard time in this match. I just believe Liz Carmouche is stylistically too difficult opponent for her. Her aggressive takedowns are very good. That's number one. And problem number two is the fact that Diana Bennett doesn't have the greatest TDD in the world. From what I've seen, maybe she has evolved, but in their first match, she didn't show good takedown defense, and her cardio was pretty much critical. I hope her cardio is not going to mess her up in these days. So These are my predictions I released. So let's chit chat now. Shoot in with questions. I'm always willing to answer. And in the evening, I will have another stream. Just to know, in the evening, I will have another stream. So please shoot in with questions. I'm always willing to, you know. I can't give you round robin because, there is a problem. I can't give you round robin because Best Fight Odds haven't released odds yet, which kind of sucks, but they only released them for Bellator 295. But I don't know who's going to be favorite underdog. Looking forward to the next one. Me too, man. We got two Bellator events coming up. Let me see if Vito Mielnicki is fighting this week in Boxer. Vito Mielnicki Jr. I think he's going to fight this week. I think I've seen that somewhere. Vito Mielnicki. I think he's fighting this weekend. Yes, he's fighting Jose Charles. Man, that's going to be the fireworks. David Morel. Yeah, Mielnicki on the undercard. I got to make that prediction tomorrow. I really want to see Mielnicki fighting. I am very much confident in Vito Mielnicki to win, but Jose Charles is a beast. In general, any other events, Bellator 295 is a good one. Well, I can take a look now. I didn't do a tape study, but I can take a look. Bellator 295, I actually think Keina Watanabe has a chance to win the fight. What do you say? I also think Stotts has good chances to win. I believe Aaron Pico is going to win. Unfortunately, they pair Aaron Pico with weaker guys intentionally. They are protecting that guy, but life is a bitch sometimes. Kyoji Horiguchi, Ray Borg, I'm leaning Horiguchi. Let me see. Charlie Leary, Yancy Medeiros. Yancy Medeiros is good, but he hasn't competed for a while. Mats Burnell to defeat Justin Gonzalez, I assume. Kai Kamaka to defeat Adley Edwards. Keone Diggs, Weber Almeida, that's a hard fight to call. Alan Cruz, Bobby King, got Alan Cruz. Davian Franklin, Kasim Aras. I don't know much about Aras, need to research, but would go Franklin. Bruna Ellen, Ilara Joanne. That fight to go the distance probably. Masayuki Kikuiri versus Alexei Shurkevich. I think Japanese guy could pull out an upset. Dana Bennett, Liz Carmouche is said. Said Salma, Timothy Johnson is said. Arlen Blanco, Sarah McMahon, true. I said Dennis Sabatella, Marcus Brenio. Hey, it is released actually. Odds are released, but they are ranked horribly. Yes, I'm talking Watanabe. I say Keina Watanabe could get the job done. Hey, odds are here. They just didn't put them quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna give you my round robin. Sorry, I haven't seen that they made a mistake here at the website. Sorry, my mistake. I totally didn't notice that they made a mistake. Adams plus 200. I think Keina Watanabe could actually win the fight. What do you say? Keina Watanabe is a great judoka. Kili Smota, Kenneth Cross. Yeah, I picked underdog again. Cross plus 145. And you think you will need another one for round robin? Levan Chokeli, Michael Lombardo, no. Dennis Sabatella, no. McMahon is a favorite, as expected. Timothy Johnson. Dana Bennett. Did I pick Timothy Johnson? Yeah, Timothy Johnson to win. Johnson to win. Lancioni to win. Just to see the odds. Lancioni is plus 115. And Timothy Johnson plus 180. Plus 180. Yep. I have this round robin. I don't think Sumiko Inaba wins. She's been protected her career. Yeah, you are right. She's been pretty much protected. You are heck over right about that. They were protecting her too much throughout the career, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Sumiko Inaba has been too much protected. I completely haven't seen that they made a horrible mistake at Best Fight Odds. I haven't noticed that. Sorry, fellas. I was just, I'm just sorry because I didn't notice. Jackson, biggest chances to win the fight, Montel Jackson. Yeah, the upcoming UFC is going to be interesting too. Yeah, I can stream for like the next 30 minutes. I got nothing much to do. Really got nothing much to do. I got to stream later, but of course then to follow the presser, etc. I got some obligations under my mind, but life is pretty much boring now when I can't do anything aside of this, when I'm stuck in a when my best friend are the goddamn crutches. But okay, I got used to it. In general, this Bellator event, to me, Bellator 295 has greater potential. I'll try to be honest with you. Bellator 295 is having a greater potential. And I do believe that Bellator 295 might actually be a card to remember. Really, I believe it could be a card to remember. So, especially, I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna break that down, but I'm telling you why this could be a card to remember. Keina Watanabe, imagine her winning in the middle of Hawaii. And also, we got Hoffen Stotts versus Patchy Mix. This is the best fight I've ever seen in Bellator. And people are gonna say that I'm high, but really, to me, this is stylistically one of the best matchups. And I believe the fight could go all the way. And I have a feeling this could go the distance. Very, very too much technical artists. Kyoji Horiguchi, my favorite fighter from Japan, always been my favorite fighter from Japan, minus 225. He even excused himself to the fans once he was unable to take part in a stand-up war. I forgot the name of his opponent, that very tall guy who competed, Darion Caldwell. I remember that Kyoji excused himself for lackluster, for lack of actions. So it just speaks about his mentality, you know. Kyoji's mentality is simply out of this world. Um, I mean that's how Japanese people are trained. They are trained to respect anybody, and they are really trained to respect anybody, and that's something I pretty much appreciate at Japanese people. Kyoji Horiguchi excused himself to the crowd, and I was like, really? Are you doing that for real? And I said to myself, well, that guy deserves a hats off, definitely deserving a hats off for such a behavior. He won my heart after that. He turned me into even a greater fan of his after he excused himself for his actions. Jeremiah Wells, Matthew Samuelsberger gonna be a fun fight too. Alongside Muhammad Usman versus Junior Tafa is probably the fight with the greatest number of clicks. I know some people want to ask me that question always, but that is probably the fight with the greatest number of clicks. Mohamed Usman versus Junior Tafa, as both of these guys are having cousins containing brothers in the UFC, and yeah, the greatest number of clicks is gonna be there. William Gomez, Francis Marshall, pretty much eye-catching. Rani Yaya is on a way to the retirement. I think Rani Yaya gonna retire sooner or later. So just a matter of time when Rani Yaya is gonna retire, and they are giving him they gave him too strong fighter this time. I just think, I mean, if Yaya drags the fight to the ground, he has the chance, but dragging Montel Jackson to the ground is a nightmare. I mean, it's so hard to drag him to the ground, and Rani Yaya is an old school BJJ fighter. So, sorry. Sorry. Just saying, Rania is an old school BJJ fighter. Kyoji, my favorite fighter. Kyoji is my favorite fighter from Japan. Definitely my favorite fighter from Japan. Kyoji Horiguchi. Do you remember when, in the post-fight interview, when he was excusing himself to the crowd because of lackluster, because of horrible actions, and he believed that he was guilty? That's like, man, what a man. I'm just saying, what a man. What a level of respect, man. That's not a man. That's a massive level of respect. That's what I got to say. Such a huge level of respect hasn't been seen for a while. Just saying, at any fighter. I like Gomez to beat Marshall. Gomez could pull out an upset. I actually picked Marshall to win, but I will see. Yes, I do remember, but he had to do what he had to do. He knew. I know Darion Caldwell is a ground boy. Sorry. I know Darion Caldwell is a ground boy, and that's the way it goes. Pretty much confident. That guy is gonna enter sooner or later. But yeah, we all have to accept that's the way it goes. That's it. Good to see him fighting at his real weight class. He lost to Mix, but he is a big 135. Yeah, I agree. He's a big 135. I agree. He is a big 135. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I enjoyed watching Kyoji at 125, but 125 has never been his weight class. I know at 125 that Kyoji nearly, actually, I can't say nearly won UFC belt. No, he didn't nearly win it. he didn't nearly win it. He was having a hard time winning it though. But at the end of the day, maybe it was not the best choice in the end of Kyoji like to fight Demetrius Johnson. I don't know. Maybe he would have had more luck if he fought at 135. What do you think? On a good betting win streak, recently made about 2K last few weeks. That's awesome. I'm so glad because of you. What are you thinking of this weekend? I'm gonna tell you my bets. I bet on Pavlovich versus Blades not going the distance, and I bet on Pavlovich to win. I only bet on those two. Would have loved to see Kyoji versus DJ too. I would love to see that too, but at 1FC, I don't know whether they're gonna trade Kyoji to 1FC. Bellator not gonna let him go. Well, I only have 2 bets this weekend. I know it sucks, my IQ is 2, but I only have the 2 of them. But ask me whatever you want. Right now I'm live, so please go for it. Please proceed with questions. Always willing to do so. Pretty much always willing to do so, yeah. I just have a feeling it's gonna be nice, yeah. Sorry. If Pavlovich gets through Blades, he beats everyone 100%. Well, I believe Pavlovich is having good TDD. I don't know what you think about Pavlovich's TDD, but I have a feeling Pavlovich is gonna do something really, really good. Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna do something really, really good. So, yes, I'm gonna say Pavlovich to win that fight. Actually, I have Pavlovich winning. I dare to say that I have Pavlovich winning. I don't want to say easily. I mean, I don't see him winning easily, but again, he's fighting a tough guy. I don't want to sound rude. I don't want to sound disrespectful. That's many people could say like now that I'm disrespecting Blades, but I'm just saying what I'm thinking. Pavlovich at ATT is a good move. Yes, Pavlovich at ATT is the best move. Ja sam zatvori vrata ako pušiš. Assuming his TDD is enough, he will wipe everyone out on the feet. He's a scary good. That's true. Michel versus Mofsar thoughts. I'm gonna go with Mofsar decision. I think I'm gonna go with Mofsar Revo decision. It's like giving Ngannou the boxing ability of Petr Yan. Oh, imagine that. Well, if Ngannou had boxing ability of Petr Yan, he would have smoked out the competition. I can guarantee you that he would have smoked out the competition. He would have wiped out the competition. So, yes, I do have a feeling it would have been great. It would have been pretty much great, yeah. Have you seen the Guru's latest video? Belal is a clown. Oh, Belal is a clown with his big nose. I agree with that. Belal is definitely a clown. He's ducking fights. Feel like Pavlovich KO's Gun in 1 round. I agree. I think Pavlovich could actually destroy many people. Not only Gun, I believe he could destroy many people, and that's the way it's probably gonna go. Yeah, that's the way it's probably gonna go. Yeah. Pavlovich KO's Gun. Yes, Pavlovich KO's Gun. I think Pavlovich versus John Jones would have been a good match, but John Jones is unrealistically good on the ground. Imagine that match. John Jones is unrealistically good on the ground. How would that be? That would have been one of the best matches the world would have seen. Yeah, that match would have been awesome. Just awesome. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. But I would like to see if Pavlovich win Pavlovich versus Jones, because that's a typical clash of styles. Pavlovich probably KOs Jones. If he keeps the fight standing, yes. Absolutely yes, if he keeps the fight standing. Hello, Cowboy Bilal, the couch potato is certainly a clown. A clown! No, I can't cut weight. I can't cut weight. No, I can't cut weight. Oh, look at the nose. Hey, hello, Grayson. What do you think of Junior Tafa as a prospect? We'll see against Muhammad Usman. I have not gone the distance that fight. I believe somebody gets floored in that fight. I think Junior Tafa has good chances. I mean, I'm saying he has good chances, but again, not gonna be an easy one. I feel like people are forgetting how weird Jones looked on the feet against Gunn. Excited to see Kenneth Cross in Bellator. I actually think Kenneth Cross is going to win the fight. I don't know what you think about it, but I have a feeling Kenneth Cross is gonna win. Does Muhammad Usman wrestle offensively? Yes, but not even close. As his brother. I mean, he's okay with wrestling, but he is not that good. Like, it's easier to defend his takedowns, way easier. I would say he wrestles offensively, but I believe he doesn't chain wrestle. I will never forget Usman versus Sales. Was a fight to remember. Defo was a fight to remember. Very much grateful to anybody. Literally grateful to anybody who gave a shout out to that fight. Many of the fights were amazing, and like now I'm looking like a wiki because I've got nothing smarter to do. I'm watching UFC on Fight Pass. That impression. He is also a hypocrite. I can't cut weight. I can't cut to 170. I have no time to cut to 170. Yeah, of course. Typical hypocrite. Yeah, like imagine this. Big nose. I don't have time to cut weight. I don't have time to cut to 170. No, you have a time. You don't want to. Come on, let's be honest. You don't want to fight Burns. You are not interested in fighting Colby Covington. Colby would smoke you out with his cardio. Okay, I understand that you don't want to fight Burns on a short notice because Burns is very, very good with submission wrestling. I know why you don't want to fight him. Maybe you need a better camp to prepare for Burns, fine. But you don't want to fight fighters with good cardio. I don't understand why. Why are you doing this? Like, and imagine his fans. They're now going to start. Oh, it's religion. Oh, you don't like this. You don't like that. That is the only thing they can say when they lose an argument. But I'm just telling facts. He is a circus. He is a circus act. I mean, you can't cut weight. How much time you have to cut weight? Got a lot of time to cut weight. 2 weeks is fine. 3 weeks. I can cut weight in 3 weeks. Both Colby and Masvidal cut weight on days' notice for short notice fights. Okay, but Colby is walking around 180, 185, 190. Colby is a different juice. Masvidal also walking around 190. Not walking anymore because Masvidal is retired, just saying. My bets are looking like David Morel, Elijah Garcia, Martin Bacoli, and Joe Cordina. Minus 167. Good luck. I think that these are good bets. We know who the real tough guys. Yes, I know. But that impression, I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm really trying to be realistic, man. I don't want to get angry to anybody. I don't care much about that guy Bilal. I mean, he's a good fighter, but he likes circus acting. He really likes circus acting, and that's not something we don't like that as fans. That's just not us, you know. Fans don't like circus. I can't even stand circus acting. Like, you should have worked in the circus, man. You should have never been a mixed martial artist if you don't want to go through suffering, pain. You know, I can suffer more damage than you, man. Look at this. It was a very accurate impression. Oh, thank you so much. I can't cut weight. I have no time to cut weight to 170. I don't think Pavlovich can wrestle. No, he's not a wrestler. Magomedov and Alistair Overeem took him down easily. Alistair Overeem fight was 5 years ago, but Pavlovich has never been a wrestler. So you are right. Pavlovich doesn't know to wrestle. He only knows defensively, offensively not. Morel is the real deal. I'm a big fan. Morel versus Mobili would be sick. I think Vito Mielnicki Jr. gonna be a good pick for this week. I'm gonna make that prediction tomorrow. You know Vito Mielnicki Jr., that boxer. But yeah, accurate, very accurate impression because you know, clowns talk through their noses. So that's why that is the impression. Clowns talk through their noses. Like, the guy is a real clown. So we need to put him like this, a nose, and he needs to talk through a nose because he's a clown. Very much true. That is very much true. I'm telling you guys, like, impression is pretty much on point. Yeah, thank you. Told you, I can also be on the butt of my joke for my entire life and be okay with it. Definitely, I can. I have no hard feelings toward that. And what you've seen that I don't have hard feelings for that. So I'm tempted to dump loads and money on Blade just because I really want Sergey to beat him. Well, you can try that out. I don't know, man. I already bet on Pavlovich to win, so you can try it out with Blades. Maybe you're gonna be right. You never know. Pavlovich as champ is the best case scenario. Yes, of course. Imagine him smoking out John Jones. And Pavlovic's move to ATT was a legendary move. It really was a legendary move, fellas. It really was a legendary move. Sergey needs a KO in the first 3 minutes to win, in my opinion. Agree. Absolutely agree. If Sergey advances into later rounds, that's gonna be a problem. Never seen Sergey as a good cardio boy. No, I've never thought Sergey is a good cardio boy. He has never been good with cardio. But again, maybe he ain't got used to long wars. You never know. Maybe he's just not a long war guy. John Jones would put Pavlovich in a body bag. He can't grapple. That is true. For that fight, I'm gonna bet not going the distance if it ever win for Pavlovich. But man, Jones wrestles amazingly. Jones getting shit bit out of him by Pavlovich would be such a good outcome. Well, it would. It would. Hey, how are you doing, Roadrunners? How are you doing, my fella? I released predictions for other promotions. And tomorrow I'm gonna release predictions for Bare Knuckle. I'm gonna release that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm releasing that predictions for Bare Knuckle, yeah. But you can check out my predictions, Roadrunners. No problems, Hype3 MMA. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Thanks so much. Shoot in with questions, please. Like, I'm willing to answer every single question. Right now, these days, really much willing to answer every single question. Like, Roadrunners is probably happy because Adesanya Adesanya has just reclaimed the belt, so I assume they're pretty much happy, and that's okay. That's pretty much okay. But yeah, like for Bellator 294, having some nice. Being just as happy as easy. That is awesome. That is really awesome. But we'll see now. I really wonder who's gonna be Izzy's next opponent. I got no idea. Like everybody were calling Izzy out. I even bet on Pereira. I didn't believe Izzy was gonna knock him out cold. But in the first fight, Izzy nearly knocked him out at the end of round 1, and Pereira was saved by the bell. But this time there was no bell. Yeah, there was no bell this time. You're right. There was simply no bell this time. Yeah, when you don't have a bell, that's that's the way it goes. Can't wait for the Dracus fight if it happens. You think they're gonna let him fight Dracus? Hello, my fan of the year. How are you doing? You think they're gonna pair him with Dracus? Well, that fight is a death trap for Dracus Duplessis. Yeah, I have a feeling that fight is a death trap for Dracus Duplessis. Yes, don't see Dracus Duplessis winning that one. I just don't see it. Really much, I don't see it. Nah, that fight for me. I think that's Pereira was not patient. 3 more low kicks and Izzy was done. He was not patient. Yeah, you're right. He was not patient. He made a big mistake, like a big mistake in that fight. I think he actually underestimated Izzy. Izzy bited him. Izzy did a great job stylistically, and Izzy was fainting a lot. Adesanya was fainting a lot in that fight, and I didn't expect Adesanya to bite him that badly. But have you seen how much he was fainting? How much he was trying to trick his opponent? I mean, fainting is very important in the world of UFC. Yeah, fainting is extremely important. Have you seen? I've seen fainting improvements on the end of Rafael Fiziev, and I do have a feeling that Rafael Fiziev really did a great job at fainting. I really think he did a good job at fainting. What weight class is Topuria in? That's $1 million question, man. I don't know whether he's gonna stay at 145 or he's gonna move up to 155. Sergio 100%. I think it was half Izzy biting, half him actually being hurt, potentially. I really don't know what is Topuria planning to do. Is he gonna fight at 145 or he plans to stay at 155? I don't know with Topuria. You never know, but if he moves to 145, if he continues staying at 145, vein misses are an option in the future. He was hurt, but exaggerated how much he was hurt. Gaethje improved his fame significantly too since his WSOF days. Back in the WSOF days, he has never been a good guy, really. Never been a good guy. I don't know about Topuria. Does he plan to stay at 145 or he plans to advance to 155? That's really $1 million question. Yes, I have two bets. I'm writing my bets. Pavlovich versus Blades. No distance. Bet one. IQ. I feel like Gaethje before Trevor Whitman would have been KO'd by Fiziev. Yes, I think the early version of Gaethje would have been annihilated by Fiziev. Who do you think wins, Topuria or Holloway? I think I'm gonna go with Topuria. I think he is hungrier. I think he wants it more, and seems moving up is the trend now. Yep. I think cruising 10 pounds not isn't gonna affect much. Topuria also has power for 155. I think he has the power of a 155 pounder. Yes, I believe he has the power of 155. I really believe he has the power of 155. So I don't think the guy lacks in power. Really, I don't think he lacks in power. I think his power is actually pretty much on point. Yeah, I think his power is pretty much on point. But Dustin will continue to cut off an arm and a leg to make 155. He'll never move into the People's Champ weight class. No, he'll never move it. Not placed yet, thinking 750. Good luck, fella. Uh, yes, Dustin will continue cutting weight. You are right. Dustin will definitely continue cutting weight. I know anything can happen. Do you think Bobby Green knocks out Gordon in the first? Nah, hardly. No. I think Ed Matthews to win, but I have a lack of info on Ed Matthews, so I really like lack of info on his opponent and lack of info on him. Anything can happen. Do you think Bobby Green knocks out Gordon in the first? No. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. If Bobby Green wins, it's gonna be a decision for me. I haven't lost a bet since UFC 285. Shevchenko ruined my parlay. It was 3 out of 4. You're a good streak, man. I'm so glad you're on a good streak. You can always check my bets. Last event, I won all three. But I'm just saying. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You can track my bets if you want to. I hate like writing it is. I always say it on the chat, so I'm not hiding anything literally. I'm just not hiding anything literally. So you can track and see whether whether I have plus or minus. Anybody can see that. I think I'm on a positive streak this year. I think, but you can check it out. Some of the YouTube boxing is just goofy stuff. I know, man. I know YouTube boxing is pretty much goofy, and I can't even make predictions. And you know why? I can't make predictions because I have lack of info on the fighters. Kinda sucks, right? No way Blades fight goes distance. No way. I don't see that fight going the distance. No way. I bet fight not going the distance. Remember seeing Ed Matthews versus Simple Simon all over social media in the UK. Least interesting beef I've ever seen. I'm just trying to take some tape on it. I'm just going to say if. I can't say when. Just gonna say if. Yeah, just gonna say if. Can't say when anymore. Nothing is sure as of now. Not sure, really. But I hope, at least I can hope, We can always hope, we can always believe in better tomorrow. Do you see Brett Tavares versus Bruno Silva is, believe it or not, a co-main. It's a co-main event of the evening. Yeah, fellas, believe it or not, it's a co-main event of the evening. How about that? How about that? It's a co-main event of the evening. Best bet on Silva Tavares fight. Silva Tavares fight starts round 2. Vlad, how many buys does Tank versus Ryan do? That's the answer to your question. 500 or 600k. Hardly it's gonna. I don't see it. I don't see it going over 1 million. It's simply not gonna happen. It's got to be the biggest fight since like Joshua Usyk won. It's a great fight. It's absolutely a great fight. And Tank is a very popular guy on social media, just like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is no, you got a bad guy meets a nice guy. It's bad versus nice guy is always good roles. Good for social media exposure. These are good roles. Huge fight over in America. Absolutely. I have Gervonta Davis win the fight, but again, anything is possible. I'm really saying anything is possible. You can always enjoy, you can always have fun, fellas. But watching boxing next weekend, watching boxing is gonna be just very, very, very fun. I think it's gonna be a very, very nice move. I really think it's gonna be a very nice move. So. Think Ryan by decision. Could be. Anything is possible. These days, anything is possible. Yeah, Ryan by decision, anything is possible these days. I will stream for a few more minutes just to know. So I'm going to have another big stream, long stream at 10 p.m. UK. So at 10 p.m. UK, don't forget to join. Unlike, I need to follow a bit of a presser, I need to follow the MMA hour, and evening tonight I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna have a longer stream, so we're all gonna enjoy. We are definitely all gonna enjoy, and guys, I'm trying to find some motivation throughout this bad time, and I think, since I'm on crutches, I started watching UFC on Fight Pass every single day, and that's I look like a library now, literally. I'm literally like a moving library now. Yeah, I started watching those fights every single day. Yeah, people are gonna start trolling me that I turned into a library, but I'm not a librarian. I'm just a guy who loves the sport, and that's it. That's just it. I just love the sport, and I got nothing but respect for the sport. Really, this sport is evolving. This sport is growing, and I have a feeling this sport will continue to evolve and grow. At least I'm trying, at least I'm trying. All those injuries, all those backlashes, it happens for a reason. Everything in life happens for a reason. Literally anything in life happens for a reason. I didn't see too many confident spots on KSW when I looked. Do you have any confidence on KSW? I'm gonna tell you who am I confident of. 1 second. I made the prediction, but I think Bartoshinsky is my more confident pick. Adrian Bartoshinsky to win. And another, let's say, confident is Maria Silva to win. So I am most confident in Maria Silva to win and Adrian Bartoshinsky to win. So yeah, Maria Silva to win and Adrian Bartoshinsky to win, or Adrian Bartoshinsky, however they call him. Some say Adrian, some say Adrian. It depends. Like in Poland, they say Adrian, but in English, it's Adrian. So, Bartoshinsky and Silva are my most confident picks on KSW. Yes, no props, fella, no props. I'm always trying to help, of course. I hope you're gonna win, man. You were pretty much close to winning last time, but you were so unlucky. Only one pair ruined the dreams. It's like, I know. I'm also getting angry sometimes because of that. I know how hard it can be, man. I really know how hard it can be when you lose something and when you're so close. I know how hard it can be. And Billy Q fight. That Billy Q fight was one of the greatest surprises I've ever seen in the history of combat sports. That knockout. I knew Edson Barboza could knock him out via counter shot. I know. It's hard sometimes putting work into research and picks to lose by one. I know, man. It's very hard. And it's actually the fight I predicted to go into round 3. And I even expected Carantillo via late KO. I was pretty much off point in that fight. Yeah, believe it or not, I was pretty much off point in that fight. I got to say. Yeah, you researched that pretty much. Okay, guys, that would be it for this stream, yeah. I'm leaving now, so... Okay, sad završavam. I'm leaving now, so 10 p.m. UK. 10 p.m. UK, don't forget. 10 p.m. UK time. This is gonna be 5 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna have a longer stream, so... Have a great day, everyone. I need to rest a bit. Do you have both Bellator and... I have main cards for both of them. And for 294, just scroll this chat. For 295 tomorrow. No problems. Have a great day, man. And wish you luck, of course. Have a good day too. We catch you like in 5 hours, maybe. In 4 or 5 hours, I will be live again. So thank you so much.